Hello there.
Hi,
Hi, thanks for waiting.
of course.
There we go. We are live.
Yippee!
Hey. Thank you so much for joining me. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
So I'm Nequokitty. My real name's Kenny. Yeah, I'm on TikTok and Instagram.
Yeah, and we'll have links to both of those as well. Actually, there's a link to your Instagram right above your head. You just can't
Oh,
see it right now.
amazing!
Yeah. It's right there. It's right there. But yeah, no, thank you so much for joining us. And thanks for stepping away from. Thanks for stepping away for your market to do it. We really appreciate your time.
No worries, no worries. I totally misscheduled when this market was supposed to be taking place, so my bad on that one. But
That's fine. I'm from Nova Scotia. I had a lot of friends that went to the markets. I know how it is.
yeah,
So let's just kind of get into it here because you actually messaged me about the first question and you had a really interesting response to that. Like I was gonna ask like how long have you been cosplaying and when you got into it, and you had a really interesting answer to that. Why don't you go ahead?
so yeah, I started sewing when I was about 4 years old. Um,
Nice.
my mom had a sewing machine and
Mhm.
I was always just getting into everything. So she was like, "Okay, I'm going to teach you how to use this so that you don't hurt yourself."
That's a good
Um
call.
and I've always just been really into like media, like video games and movies and stuff like that. So I just loved making clothing and stuff like that from like video games and comics and stuff like that. So the first time it was ever like actually pointed out to me that what I was doing was cosplay, I was probably about like 11 years old. But
Okay.
by that time, I had been doing it for years and years before. So
So you come by this really naturally then. Like that's kind of amazing.
yeah, it's always just been something I've been really passionate about. I love dressing up. I love just making things, and I I love media. So getting to like be those characters, I've always just really enjoyed that.
Yeah, that's awesome. I've also noticed you because I took a look at your Instagram and your TikTok there, and you do a lot of like effects makeup, like your especially like your blood effects, like your injury effects, stuff like that. They're really good. I'm gonna bring a couple of them up right now.
I'm
But
so sorry.
they're really good. Like the picture I took of you at Animathon of Red Leader, like the effects on that are really interesting. And taking a look at your Instagram, I don't there's just so many examples of this. Did
Thank
you like
you.
specifically did you take courses on that, or is that just a practice thing? Are you an effects makeup artist? How does that work?
Kind of both. So I did go to cosmetology school for 2 years, but
Okay.
it was actually for post-mortem cosmetology.
No kidding.
Um, yeah. So a lot of the things that I learned were more so how to make people look more alive and
Yeah.
how to do like specific looks on people. And I was pretty young at the time. I started these courses when I was about 16.
Okay.
Um, but we never really properly learned how to do like SFX makeup. That was just kind of something that I took a lot of joy in.
You just applied
So,
it.
yeah. So a lot of that kind of stuff, it was kind of self-taught.
That is a
But
wild thing. Sorry, I
a
didn't
lot
mean
of
to
my
interrupt you
actual
there.
makeup.
Yeah.
Oh no, you're all good. A lot of my actual makeup came from post-mortem. So
There's a little bit of a delay, so if I start talking during one of your pauses, I might, yeah, don't worry about it. I'll just cut myself off. But I was gonna say that is a wild thing to get into at 16. Post-mortem makeup. That's amazing.
I've always been a little bit into like the macabre and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
I think that's pretty
Um,
common with anime fans in general, and like, I think we like the strange stuff. Yeah.
so yeah, that's how I learned most of my makeup. But like other than that, a lot of YouTube tutorials and like just a
Really?
lot of practicing what I personally like.
Hmm.
I hate liquid latex. It's like a sensory thing.
Okay.
So I kind of had to learn like other ways to do that and still make it look good. So
That's pretty cool. Nice.
yeah, it's all just working with what you can do.
So the next question on that list, I'm not really even sure what was the first character that you started cosplaying as? Like, do you even know where you start? Do you have an idea? Yeah, that doesn't seem
Um,
like you would.
was so long ago.
Yeah.
I think like the first thing that actually comes to mind as being like specifically like I'm dressing up as a character was Nyan Cat.
What?
Yeah, you know, like the Pop Tart cat.
Nyan Cat. Yeah. It's on Deadmau5's car. Like, absolutely. But like, how do you dress up as Nyan Cat? Is it the Pop Tart?
Yeah. So I made like khaki, and I made like a Pop Tart dress, and it had like
That's
a little
awesome.
tail, and then like a rainbow coming out of the butt.
That's so cool.
So I think that's like the first cosplay I can actually remember. But pretty early on, I was really into Homestuck. So
Okay.
Homestuck is also like a early on cosplay thing that I used to do. So it was either like Nyan Cat or something Homestuck related.
That tracks. That tracks. Now, I noticed this is just a kind of a personal question for me. I've always wanted to ask a cosplayer this, but I've noticed that you've also done Misa a couple of times. Like Misa from Death Note. I notice every convention I go to, Death Note was so long ago. Every single convention I've ever gone to, there's been Misa cosplayers there that are just killing it. Like that seems to be such a beloved character. Like what I'm just this might be a little off topic. What is it you think about Misa that just like that seems to last? Like every convention there's somebody that wants to cosplay as Misa and they're doing an awesome job.
Honestly, I think it's the fact that she is just such a fashion icon.
Just the style, you think?
I think so. I actually cosplayed her because I wanted to make the dress.
Nice. Okay.
So I just made the dress one night, and I was like, you know what? I'm already here. I might as well just make the rest of the costume.
That makes sense. She does have like 4 or 5 like really iconic looks. You can kind of tell what era of Misa they're doing. Yeah.
Yeah, I always think the most iconic one is like the black dress, like the black kind of corset-y dress with the arm socks and the stockings. I always think those are that's the OG Misa to me.
When she was throwing off the investigation members, they didn't know how to handle her. That's fair. That's fair. I
don't think anyone could.
No, not really. The staying power. Oh man. So, just moving down the list here, what do you think is the best cosplay advice that you've gotten? Whether it's from like a tutorial, what's the one thing that just stands out as like, oh man, that has helped me so much?
When I was probably 16, my best friend was also huge into cosplay. And we kind of built our brand together. Like we both got pretty popular because of each other.
That's awesome.
And she was much more of like a makeup girl than I was. I always kind of did it a little bit more gentle and like, you know, and she showed me how to properly contour my face for male cosplays.
Oh.
And the first time I did it, I was like, I look so stupid. I hate this. And she was like, girl, you're fine. You'll be fine. And then, yeah, eventually I got really good at it. It's a game changer with cosplays.
That's super
like
cool.
You can really just change your entire face with contouring.
That's actually really cool. I've got your Red Leader cosplay up here right now. We're kind of taking a look at that. Now, I remember when I took this picture, you told me a little bit about how you made the hand. You gave me just a little bit, like, can you tell us a bit about that? Because there was so much going on. I didn't really get all the details that I wanted to there, and it sounded really interesting. Like, what were you saying? You said that was thermoplastic?
Yes. Yeah. So it's a material called Warbla. It's really popular with the cosplay community.
Okay.
It is pretty expensive, but I managed to find it on sale for about $60 for a huge sheet of it.
Okay.
It's normally around 160 per sheet.
How big is a sheet?
Pretty big. Pretty big.
Okay. Because $60, that's like a sheet of plywood. That's like house building money. Like.
It's probably like I think mine is like 4 feet tall, and then like I think it's like 4 feet by 4 feet.
Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty reasonable.
Yeah. And so pretty much it's like a really hard material, but when you first get it, it's just like almost like a sheet of cardboard in a way. But then you cut out the shape that you want, and you heat it with the heat gun, and however you put it together, it self-adheres. so you don't need any glue or anything like that, and it keeps the shape, and then it'll harden, and
That's
it's
super cool.
really durable.
That's super. Yeah, I remember like tapped on the knuckle of it, and like, yeah, dude, you could hurt somebody with that thing. Like, you got that past prop check.
I made my rouge breastplate out of Warbler as well.
Oh, that's okay. That's super cool. I did not realize that. So while we're here, while I've got the Red Leader cosplay up, I have been dying to ask this ever since I first got home, and I was like, okay, who is this character? And the only way I found it was through Google image search, and I found a thumbnail size picture that was on like it was like Newgrounds style like art. And I was like, that's the character. I was like, that's them right there. And I clicked it, and it led me to a wiki. And okay, I'm gonna get you to please tell us what the hell is Eddsworld, because like from what I understand, it was a series that was made by one of the original Stick Death animators. And then after they passed away, their family and their friends carried it on, and now it's become like almost like a fan amalgamation series. But like, I want to hear you describe it. Like, just like, what the hell is Eddsworld?
Oh, Eddsworld actually started in about 1990.
Wow.
It was created. Yeah.
It's like
created.
I almost started in 1990. That's crazy. I'm in 91.
It started out as a guy named Ed Gold, who was just really passionate about writing comics about him and his friends.
That's awesome.
And then around, I think, 2001, his comics became animations. And he started Eddsworld, which was just, it's like these 4 characters, Ed, Tom, Tord, and Matt. And he writes them in these like quirky little adventures. Most of the time it has to do with zombies. That's like his big thing. You can tell he was really into that kind of stuff.
That's so 2000. That was the peak time for like indie animation and zombie stuff. That is so 2000. Like, yeah.
Yeah. I got into Eddsworld around 2009, so I was about 8 years old. I just loved it. It's got very early internet humor. It was actually one of the first like actual web series in the world.
That's crazy.
So
I read so many webcomics around that time.
Yeah, it's a huge staple of the early internet culture, and like it really is. Watching Eddsworld is just like a huge flash to the past. Like, it's great.
I'm really surprised I hadn't heard of it.
It's all available on YouTube, so I do recommend watching it.
Nice.
And it doesn't have to be watched in chronological order or anything like that.
That's great.
And so, unfortunately, in 2012, the creator Ed Gold passed away from leukemia.
Yeah.
And the guy who played Tom, which as most people will actually know him as Tomska, the guy who made Astiff movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's Tom's.
He picked up the series.
Oh, I really like that. Oh, no kidding. Okay, that's crazy. I hadn't heard of it. That's wild that I missed that when I watched Tomska's stuff. Yeah.
And that Astiff movie is actually kind of originally from Eddsworld. Like, there's a ton of little references and Easter eggs that would be put into Astiff movie later from Eddsworld. You can tell they were like very good friends. So yeah, when Ed passed away, Tom took over the series. And then in, I think, 2018, he also left the series just for personal reasons and the fact that he felt his work on the series was finished.
Yeah.
And in, I think, 2020, Matt, who was the last remaining friend from the group, picked up the series and is continuing it on to this day.
That's amazing. Can I just say, like, okay, the detail and knowledge you had on that and the way you presented that was amazing. Like that was, that was really professional. Like, yeah, thank you for that. I'm curious about Red Leader specifically though, because from what I understand, this character's never actually showed up. This is a cameo, like back, like, is the number that you put on his arm, is that the serial number of their plane? Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, as I said, there were 4 characters.
Yes.
Ed, Matt, Tom, and Tord. Around, I think, 2008, Tord quit Edgeworld. He didn't want to be associated with the series anymore, so he dropped it.
Okay.
There was no ill will towards anyone in the group except for Tom and Tord, as they just clashed personality-wise. But yeah, he left the series and they cut his character out. But he's referenced in an episode called What the Future, where their future selves come back to kill their past selves.
Okay.
And they mention Tord as being the Red Leader. And then in the very last 2 episodes that Tom wrote, they actually bring back Tord, and you find out that he has become a dictator. So he's the villain, and throughout like the episodes that Tom made,
Of course. Okay.
Army in the background. So we definitely know what his army suit looks like. Like we've seen the actual outfit, and there's one clip of him holding a gun, and he's in the actual uniform with his red hoodie under it. But this character specifically is supposed to be who they mention in What the Future when they call him the Red Leader.
Okay.
Because in the last episode, pretty much a bomb goes off and half of Tord's face is blown off and his arm is destroyed. And you see him pick up one of the arms that he made and he kind of looks at it and then like looks at the camera and like, yeah, his face is all torn off and his soldiers kind of come and patch him up. But it's implied that he cuts off his arm and replaces it with this robot hand. So my cosplay is completely an interpretation of things that we have seen throughout the show. But this character never actually appears on screen.
That's absolutely amazing. What? Like, dude, every time that I see a character being cosplayed and I don't recognize it, I feel bad. But like that is such an incredibly niche one. That's so cool. Also, it blew my mind that, like, of course Tomska would do that. Like, bring back the person that he clashed with and make them the villain. Like, that's so...
Yeah. He actually, in one of his live skits, like on his channel, it's still up, he's wearing a shirt that says, "I never liked Tord anyways." Yeah, so...
Oh, that's great.
I really like niche characters and like niche internet series and stuff like that.
That's so cool.
I kind of cosplay for like myself and just like characters I want to see more of.
That is the best reason.
Yeah, so I don't get recognized a lot in cosplays like that, but it's some of the most fun I have in cosplay.
And if you do, you're gonna blow somebody's mind, right? Like, they're gonna run up and be like, "Holy crap!" Like, yeah, that's amazing. Oh man, that's so cool. Well, I'm just gonna jump right over then, because that's a perfect time. Like, what was your best convention experience?
I have so many.
You can just pick a
Cosplay
couple.
conventions genuinely are like my happy place.
I know, man.
But one of my like best experiences that I can think of was I was in one of my favorite cosplays. Her name's Sugar. She's also a very obscure character. And I was meeting one of my favorite actors of all time, Matthew Lillard.
Okay.
And when I got up to him, I was like, "Hey man, I love your work. You're one of my favorite actors." And immediately he's like, "You look so cool. Everything about you is amazing. Please tell me more about this character. Please tell me more about this costume. Did you make it yourself?" And he just, the entire time I got with him, he just spent just swooning over my cosplay, and he asked to take some pictures of me, and genuinely one of the best moments of my life.
That's amazing. That's so good. Like, yeah, man, there's something special about that too. Like, whenever I go to the cons, like, one of my favorite parts is like meeting like the celebrity guests. Like, if it's somebody that I've watched for a long time, because like it makes them feel more real to me. Like, when I see celebrities, like if I see somebody like who's someone insanely famous, like if I see like Keanu Reeves or Brad Pitt walking around on screen or in an interview, they still look like a fantasy character to me. You know, they don't seem like a real person because I've seen like they've been like this like legendary figure my whole life. So like when I get to sit down and meet somebody that like I've seen in media, like it humanizes them for me, right? And having those moments with them are amazing. Like that, yeah, that's so cool.
This is actually like a little bit of a side tangent.
Go for it.
I am a huge fan of a series called Marble Hornets.
Oh my god! So oh my! Wait, what? I was one of the people that was like waiting at the edge of my seat every week for the next video to come out. Oh yeah, I watched Marble Hornets like from day one. What?
A new miniseries is coming out. It's Into Rosswood.
I did briefly hear about that. I haven't checked anything of that out yet, but like, man, I still every once in a while, like probably every 1 or 2 years, I go back and I watch my favorite Marble Hornets videos again. Oh man, holy crap! No, please, let's have a Marble Hornets tangent. I'm so excited.
I have 2 tattoos from the series.
No kidding.
Yeah, so I have a Masky tattoo on my hip, and along my ribs, I have everything is normal, everything is fine, I'm worried about nothing because nothing's on my mind.
That's awesome.
And as like a silly haha joke, I decided to send a picture of my tattoo over to Troy Wagner, who I'm sure you know who that is.
Yeah.
And long story short, he's been one of my best friends for over 5 years now.
What?
Yeah, so I've flown down to see him a few times. I've met a bunch of his friends. I am good friends with his comic artist now.
No kidding. That's so cool.
We play video games like every week, and yeah, like we're very close friends.
That's absolutely amazing. Well, man, you could tell him I'm a fan. I mean, that would be cool. But damn, dude, I absolutely loved that series. Like Marble Hornets, I think Marble Hornets did it the best. Like that was there were a few others. I forget the other. There was another close contender. The guys who started off as like a workout channel and like
Everyone Hybrid.
Yeah, but like I never. It didn't have the same like the intensity. Marble Hornets was so good about the intensity. Like basically student filmmakers that were like managing to drive an anxiety-driven story better than most movies I've seen. Damn. Okay. Sorry. What were you about to say?
Yeah. I do also have an Everyman Hybrid tattoo.
Is it the rake?
No, I have Little Rabbits Feed Our Habits.
Okay, nice.
And I do cosplay Habit because I found him to be such an interesting character.
That's so cool.
I love him. And I really like. I love niche cosplays, so I actually also cosplay most of the characters from Marble Hornets as well.
Oh, man.
It's really awkward now that I am such close friends with Troy and that he follows my Instagram because like I am cosplaying people that he actually knows. So
I don't know. I think that I mean to be fair, anybody who's like an actor or something's gonna have like the same experience, right? I mean it's a compliment. Like for sure. This is okay, we're on this what was just off the top of your head, what would be like some of your favorite bits from Marble Hornets? Like what was your favorite because I have one, there's one scene in Marble Hornets that like sticks with me as one of the best. Anyway, your answer first.
I have a ton. My favorite scene in all of Marble Hornets is the tunnel scene.
Thank you. Yes. Oh god.
I paint miniature paintings and then I sew them onto clothes. And I have that one that I painted onto a pair of jeans.
Oh, wow.
And it's one of my favorite art pieces that I've ever made.
Man.
I love it.
The tunnel scenes.
It's such like a intense scene and it switches up what we think of Alex so rapidly. Like he goes from being like kind of a dangerous guy to like straight up killing someone with a rock.
It's like that's a really man. Every scene they did in an enclosed space, they killed it. They were so good at claustrophobic camera work. My favorite scene in the entire series is a split second when they're in the tunnel under the hospital. and they're crawling around in the tunnel out of the hospital, and you're thinking the whole time you're thinking, oh, what are the masks? What are the masks going to pop up? Like one of the crazy people is going to pop up, and you see the hand come around, like the long arm come around the corner, and he's down there crawling like a spot. It's him. It's not the like that split second of just like, oh, you're in trouble. It's like, oh, it's so much worse. Like that. I never expected. You don't expect the tall character coming at you in the oh man, that scene.
That series was so iconic. I love it. I could talk for hours about that. I know, yeah, exactly. We're not gonna stick all that too long, but like I was so surprised you said Marble Horror. I loved that show. Like growing up, that was amazing. Oh man. Yeah. So this is what I'll send you some of my paintings after this, so you can check them out.
Oh, please. I would be thrilled. Absolutely. Damn, dude. Okay. Man, after such a high note, we've got the one question that I'm actually I'm always really nervous to ask. That you're comfortable going into. What was the worst convention experience you ever had? That you're cool with? But like,
so I started going to conventions when I was 12.
Oh boy.
And I was cosplaying a character called Junko Enoshima. Very popular nowadays, but back in the day, Danganronpa.
Oh, okay. I know a lot of people who are. I haven't gotten into Danganronpa yet.
Another fun thing, my picture is in the manga for that series. So
I'm sorry, what?
Yes. I submitted one of my cosplay photos to the writers, and they put my picture in the back of the book.
Holy shit! That's insane. Yeah. Okay, that's amazing. Sorry. Yeah. Wow.
At this time, I was a kid. Kid.
Exactly.
And this guy came up and he was like, "Hey, can I take a picture of you?" And I was like, "Yeah, of course, that's fine." So I pose, and he says, like, he calls me a cow.
What?
And I'm like, okay. And then he began stalking me throughout the convention.
Oh boy.
He was following me to my bus stop and all this stuff. And then the next convention I went to, it was the same thing. This dude tracks me down and is stalking me.
Time to get a cop.
That went on for probably 3 conventions of this one dude just stalking me. And I was like, dude, I'm 12.
That's
I am
insane.
A little kid.
Like, yeah.
There was also like a situation where a photographer took a bunch of pictures of me and my friend, and he began like heavily harassing us. And like he found out our home address and all this stuff and was like threatening to dox us.
Why? What is wrong with these people?
I don't know. But yeah, those were 2 of the worst cosplay con experiences I think I've ever had. They were pretty bad.
That's that's gonna be up there. I mean, that just like it's so it just makes your skin crawl, but at the same time, like, I do appreciate like asking and like having people tell those stories, because like you got to kind of let people know, like, hey, you got to be careful here, like, especially if you're taking your kids to cons, like, keep an eye on them, like, watch out for people like this, because like
I mean,
wow, this stuff happens.
I was going to conventions alone, right?
Oh boy. Yep, that's a scary that's a scary situation to be in. And like when a lot of people have a hard time asking for help with stuff like that too. Like that's a rough one. Like, you got to, oh man. Yeah. Storyteller Lizzie with the PSA, never be afraid to get con security involved when creepers are involved. Oh, yeah, no, exactly. And honestly, I think one of the things I like so much about Edmonton conventions is they're really aware of that stuff, that I kind of find. Like, I don't know what it's like. I haven't been to like many cons in Calgary. I know that you're not up here as often, but like I find people are really aware of that stuff here. Like the more, I don't know, the more you kind of keep an eye out for stuff like that, the more like we can kind of like try to curb it out. But like, damn, you gotta be aware of it. Like, holy shit.
Yeah. Well, and it's hard because like at a lot of conventions, you tell con security and it's like they can only do so much.
Yeah, pretty much. Mm-hmm.
Like they're not the cops.
No, they're not the cops, and they can't. Like, a lot of them are teenagers too. Like, it's like, what are they gonna do at the same time? But like, one of the best things, honestly, I find a lot of these people are incredible cowards. So like, one of the best things is just a lot of people looking at them. Just having someone follow them around and look at them, they're not gonna handle that well. Like, that's, I don't know, a lot, yeah. Well,
but hey,
people,
it gave me
man.
a good story to tell at least.
No, it does, but at the same time, like, yeah. And hopefully, like, anybody that sees this is going to be a little more aware of that too. Like, yeah, that's why I ask it, even though, like, that's a rough one, man. Oh, man. So.
Sorry, the bangs are getting in my eyes.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I've got some, you specifically said that you wanted to get into a bit to like how you made some of your cosplays and that sort of thing. Like we did talk about Red Leader a bit. But are there any of the cosplays specifically that you're like, oh man, I think I might have just saw a Marble Hornets guy on your feed here. Are there any of your characters specifically that you're super proud of how you made them? Was there something that you're like, okay, this was a challenge, but I made this work?
There are a few that definitely stand out for being some of like my favorite like cosplays that I've made.
Yeah.
One of the big ones is a character called Danny Sexbang.
Okay.
He's from a band called Ninja Sex Party. He's also a host on Game Grumps.
Okay.
But they came out with a merch line called the Game Garus, where it's them but as anime girls.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And so yeah, they're great.
That's
so I always cosplay Danny. Danny's my favorite. But pretty much within 24 hours, my friend and I sewed the entire costume. We painted everything. We put everything together within 24 hours.
A day is wild.
Yeah. And they were like pretty complicated costumes, considering the fact we were like 17.
Mm-hmm.
We threw those things together real fast. But we were the first ever Game Garu cosplayers, and the Game Grumps actually reposted our pictures.
That is, you have so many incredible mentions and stuff like that. Like, yeah. I think it's detail work. Like, I've got your Instagram up right here, and I'm just kind of scrolling down, and like the detail in every single one of your characters, and we hit the limit for what I can do without an account. But like, but the detail in every single one of your cosplays is really, really incredible. I'm not surprised. Like, that's got to be so flattering as an artist if you see something that you drew and somebody put that kind of work into it. That's amazing.
Yeah, and like with cosplays, like there was another one that came to mind. Oh, my Jinx cosplay.
Oh yeah, we haven't even talked about your Jinx cosplay yet.
Yeah, she took me 87 hours to make.
Okay.
Every single piece of that costume is hand sewn, hand painted.
No kidding.
I made the wig.
We've got that up right now. I brought it up on your Instagram.
Yeah. The wig is about 5'10".
Oh
so it
my!
glides on the ground when I walk.
That's amazing.
Everything in that costume was completely handmade, and it's one of my proudest pieces. Unfortunately, I don't actually think I look super good as her. It's just kind of a stylistic thing that I don't work well with.
I'm gonna chalk that up to we're our own worst critics. Like, no, this is like pretty impressive. Like the.
Thank you.
Okay, so I don't know what you call it, but the little cross-stitch thing that Jinx has on her chest, like with the little four-hole, the cross-stitch thing, yeah. That's one of the details in a Jinx cosplay that I see a lot of people like a lot of people skip that one, but it's one of the ones that like it's hit or miss, like that's a fine detail one, that particular part of Jinx, and like you did a really good job of that. I like how it kind of looks like they're all individual strands. Like that's pretty impressive. And like how.
Oh, that was actually I just cut the holes out of the top that I made. And I used Warbler once again to make little ringlets.
These are solid. Oh, the rings. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. And then the actual fabric is 2 pieces of ribbon that I bunched together, and I used hot glue at the ends, so it kind of bunched in like an odd way, and then I ironed it like that, and then I took some eyeshadow and I lightly brushed it over to kind of give it more dimension.
You make up the costume. That's amazing. You can and you can definitely see the shadowing on it. So
and then I just glued it on the inside, so it looks like it looks a lot harder to do than it actually was.
I think that's pretty impressive. I've got to ask, how the hell did you make those shoes? Those are ridiculous.
I love doing stuff like that. Those were actually my first ever pair of Doc Marten boots, so they were worn to hell.
Okay, nice. Yeah.
They're in bad condition.
Yep.
So
that suits Jinx.
Worked really well for what I was trying to do.
Yeah.
And yeah, I pretty much just took the shoes and I used tape, and I put tape over the areas that I wanted, and then I just kind of patterned it out and then transferred that pattern to foam. And then like I pretty much just painted it, and I added little like bolts that I also built out of foam. And like the top of it is just like a lip of foam pretty much. So it's just like a long piece of foam. That's foam?
Those little lips are foam?
Yeah.
That's incredible. Wow. They really kind of look like the floppy leather sort of thing that Jinx had going on. That's really impressive.
Thanks.
Damn, dude.
I'm very big on details when it comes to cosplay.
I can see that. I can see that. Like you had, that's how we got on this. Like I was saying, you have a lot of like really incredible like mention stories. I'm so glad I remembered this. There was a character that I missed that you did at Animathon. I got you as Rogue the Bat, and I got you as Red Leader. Who was the character that I missed? Is it this girl on your Instagram with the cut smile?
Yes, that was who you missed.
Okay.
So her name is Nina the Killer.
Okay. That sounds familiar. That's Jeff. Isn't that? Wait, that's Jeff. That's the other Jeff. Like that, the gender swap Jeff the Killer. Me. Okay, that's awesome. Okay, now I recognize her.
Her actual story is that she's like an obsessive stalker of Jeff's, and so she mutilates her and she kills her family. And then she like goes after Jeff, and Jeff is like, ugh.
I love this. Is coming back to me. Yeah, I recognize her now. The scene hair. Oh, that should have gave me the era. Dude, that era was so iconic.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I had like Jeff's severed head that I was like, carrying around the con.
That's the picture we're looking at right now. Though, like that's so good.
Thank you.
Oh man.
She's probably becoming one of my favorite cosplays.
Really?
Yeah. Actually, I didn't make any specific part of her cosplay. Everything was thrifted. So the whole cosplay was really cheap.
That's really cool.
But it's not specifically like creative by any means. I just really wanted to cosplay a scene girl.
But I think that's the era. It was like thrift store Hot Topic scene. You know, like the joke about Final Fantasy characters. They looked like they were in a Hot Topic when a bomb went off. You know, but that was the era. And dude, I don't know, man. I've got a soft spot for that too. Like that's when I was in high school. Like I was here for this. The wig though, did you like now? You can't have bought it like that. Like, what did you do to that wig?
No.
Like, what was that?
I'm gonna be so honest. A very good friend of mine is a hairstylist.
Handy.
I wasn't completely sure what to do about the bangs.
Okay.
So I took the wig into her, and she just helped me cut the bangs, and then I just styled them. So shout out to her. I think her name's All Cuts No Bruises.
Okay.
On Instagram, she's great. Just shout out to her.
Hell yeah,
she did
check her
help
out.
me cut that piece. And then pretty much I crimped it, like really, really heavily crimped it.
Nice.
And then I kind of backcombed the bangs and like flattened them, if that makes any sense. So it had a bunch of volume, but it looked still pretty like soft. And then I kind of took the there's 2 pony clips, like ponytail pieces, and I took them and I just cut some shorter pieces out of them, and then I just styled them up so they were like a bit more spiky. And then I kind of did that just around the rest of the wig to give it just a little bit more like levels.
That's really cool. Like I just zoomed in. It was hard for me to get a zoom in that worked on stream here, but I just zoomed in on the hair a bit, and like there's a lot of layers to that. That is really impressive. And when you say that you crimped it really hard, that it kind of explains why the front purple highlights, they kind of looks really like holographic almost. They've got like a really nice effect to that. There's something weird about crimping. Like it makes it look almost like it's from a fairy tale from anything more than 5 or 10 feet away. It looks like like something out of a movie. Like big
thing I like to do with my wigs is I like to take them and I like to crimp them and then back comb them and then use a straightener and straighten that and then comb that out so it's just a mess. And then I just go back over that with a straightener, and pretty much it gives it a ton of volume without actually leaving any like crimp marks in it.
I know you can't see my face, but as you were describing that process, every step I was imagining that being done to like hair. I was imagining like, okay, if this was being done to like my hair or someone's, and every step of that process I was like, oh jeez, holy shit. I was like that. I was like, oh my god. I was like, that's a lot, but like for a wig, that's just for a second I was like, holy shit. Oh man, that's really cool. Now did you make the head, the Jeff the Killer head? Is that just a mannequin head or is that just cut out of foam?
Yeah, that's just a mannequin head, and then I just used a hot glue gun to do the like scarring. And I carved out the eyes, and I used like clay to build them back up, and then I used hot glue to make like kind of burnt looking eyelids.
That's cool.
And then I just painted it. I actually used nail polish for a lot of it because it eats through styrofoam.
That makes sense.
I wanted kind of that
the sunken in. Yeah, that's so cool. And yeah, styrofoam is there's a lot of chemicals that when they hit styrofoam it kind of shrivels up a little bit, and like that's a really neat effect. I've seen a lot of cosplayers like use that. That's really cool. Damn.
Thank
dude.
you.
Give me 1 second here. Just checking to see if there's anything that I missed on the list, because this has been a lot of fun. We're just like flying through this. Actually, I guess that's a good time. Does anybody in chat have any questions for Nequokitty here? Is there any questions that like you guys will have? I really like. Pardon me.
Give me things to answer.
Yeah, give her more questions. I'm sorry I haven't been able to like get to chat very much, but like it's been really cool watching everybody like enjoy this. Like I've especially when you were talking about what was it called? The material that you use? Warbler. Yeah, that was catching a lot of people's attention. Also, like I think some people were kind of jealous that you got some that cheap. that definitely came up.
I think I bought probably 6 barrels of it.
Oh my god.
So
oh wait, so you're set. Like you could be a Warbler dealer at this point, huh? Like
I probably could, yeah.
Amazing.
I was like, there's no way I'm getting this cheaper. So
that's a really good way to look at it. Like there's been a few things like that for me too.
So my nose is a little itchy. I'm not like.
Oh, you're fine. No, do your thing. Like you are so much more worried about it than we are. Like everybody, like even when I'm on screen, I'm always like adjusting little things. Don't worry about it.
Having nose piercings makes it hard because you can't just rub your nose to like fix it. Otherwise, you get horrible nosebleeds. So I'm not picking my nose. I'm just trying to.
You're good, dude. It. You're totally good. Don't worry. We're not judgmental people. We're cosplay fans. So it's kind of how it goes, you know. I think that's why you mentioned conventions are kind of like your happy place. Like I definitely find that too, and I definitely find like the post-con depression thing is definitely a thing. Like, oh, like this long until the next one. I think it's for that reason. I talked about this before, but I think there's only like 3 or 4 places in my entire life that I've had the feeling that I have at cons. Like some very private parties, a couple of very specific like evenings here and there, but like that feeling of like you can never be the weirdest person in the room. You know,
Yeah.
you can be yourself. Everyone's cool. Everyone's happy. Everyone's like good with that.
Like, I've made some lifelong friends through conventions. Like, it really is just one of the best places to meet weirdos.
But like everybody's there to have a good time and to accept everybody. Like that, there's very few spaces left like that. Okay, so I'll go ahead and bring this up. When I was scheduling everybody's cosplayer interviews, you were one of the first people that said yes. So like I was sending you questions, like basically as they came up. Everybody else, I got to look way more professional in the DMs. I got to be like, hey, here's all the questions at once. Like I know what I'm doing, but I had to send you several because they were coming up live. But when I was scheduling them, I asked everybody for their socials, and when I was posting them, I just like I was like obviously taking a look, and I was like, okay, post this, post this, post this. I was like, how many thousand? I was like, whoa, wait, I was like, you're sponsored. I was like, oh, you're actually like, I was like, oh, this is a big somebody. Like, oh shit. I was like, oh, god damn. So you're actually like, you're a sponsored cosplayer. How did that come about?
So, I do work for like a small business. They're called Jelly Pinch. They're like a cosplay / Ida jacket
Okay.
company, and they were from BC, but they've recently moved to, I think, LA. I could be wrong on that one.
Oh damn.
But pretty much, I was recommended by a few people within the brand. They like, some of them just knew who I was. And so I applied and I got the job pretty much. So I'm more so a model for that company more than like a cosplayer, but they give me so much freedom on how I can make the looks work, like kind of what I want to do with them.
That's incredible.
Yeah. But really, I'm a nobody. Like
80,000 followers. I'm a nobody. The modesty.
I used to actually have a lot more followers, but a few years ago, I broke my foot and I had to get surgery.
Oh
no. And because of that, I spent about a year being unable to post, and then for some reason, all of my social medias just like vanished. So just like everyone I'm not quite sure exactly what happened.
No, that sounds like an algorithm thing where it's like this, we stop pushing this person. That might not have been your fault at all. That sucks.
Yeah. But like that kind of just is how it is. You know, I don't really do this for fame or anything like that. Would I like more people to see the artwork that I make? Absolutely.
Of course.
But I also just do it because it is something that I take such great joy from. So like,
oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
No, well, you're incredibly talented, and like honestly, you still have like your following is very impressive. Like, damn, dude. Like, especially with all the times that it's like kind of let you interact with like the source material. I think that's kind of like that's kind of everybody's dream, isn't it? Like at that point, like yeah.
Well, like I said, becoming such close friends with Troy Wagner.
That's so cool.
I
can't believe.
I became a fan of Marble Hornets when I was probably 10 years old. So
I was probably like 13. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was probably like 13.
The last time I went down was probably 2 months ago. So I went down to go see Troy and Jackie. Jackie is Troy's comic artist. And like I got to meet Jackie's partner. We all went out to dinner together.
Aww.
Yeah, and it's just like genuinely we're all good friends, and like that's such a, if you would have told 10-year-old me that I would be having dinner with Troy Wagner, I wouldn't believe you.
Yeah, exactly, right, exactly.
Yeah.
That'd be like somebody telling me it's like, hey, you're gonna be like really good friends with CNNers someday. I'm like, yeah, sure. I doubt that very much. Like something like that. Yeah, exactly. Like that's not gonna happen, but that's like, holy shit, it happened. Damn, dude, congrats. Like that's crazy.
Thank you.
Oh man. Oh, who is Who is the bandage blinded kind of vampiric elf looking character that I see popping up on your TikTok here? This is really striking. Who is this?
Thank you. So
That's
his
amazing.
name is Mr. Silver. He's a character from like this really, really weird kind of romance game.
God damn.
But also more so puzzle game. And so pretty much it's about this girl, and she wakes up pretty much in the underworld.
Okay.
And she doesn't speak the languages of the ghosts. And some of them are nice, some of them are not nice. But you, as the player, slowly have to start deciphering what you think words mean.
Oh, that's so cool. Okay, wait,
Yeah.
what is this called? What's this game? What's this game called?
Homicipher.
Homicipher?
Like
Homicipher. Okay. Hold on, let me make a note of that. That is such a cool mechanic.
It is really fun. And the characters are really interesting. Like, they look really cool. But so pretty much, Mr. Silver is kind of like the doctor character, but he's not fully there. Like, he does some pretty messed up stuff.
Well, dude looks like
the
dude looks like one of the nastiest characters in all of Baldur's Gate 3. He's like, yeah, dude, the effects makeup going down the neck is insane. Like, is he supposed to be like a slit neck character, where like is that just like a sunken chest sort of thing?
It's a little bit hard to tell.
Okay.
It's just kind of like muck.
Thanks, storyteller.
Like, he wears like an open doctor's coat, and it looks like a mixture of like blood and dirt that's just kind of smeared on his chest.
Okay.
So I just kind of like looked at it and I was like, "We ball!" Like,
send it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Because it doesn't look like he has any like actual wounds on his body. It looks like he's just kind of left over from like
whatever he was doing that day. Yep.
Yeah.
That's really impressive. So I always find like that particular type of like the elf ear is like one of the ones that's, once again, it's really hit or miss. Like that, the slant back elf ears I find are always like they can have a lot of ambiance to them, or they can look just kind of cute. You know, like that.
Yeah.
You managed to make that look like really intimidating.
Thank you. I was also fully blind. I couldn't see.
I was just about to ask that. I was just about. Can you see anything in that?
No. I actually wanted to cosplay a different character from that game. My favorite character from that game is just a severed head named Mr. Chopped.
Wow, that gave me flashbacks to Killer 7. Sorry, continue.
You kind of just carry him around, and he's like, "Hey, am I cute?" And you're like,
"Oh."
And he's like, "Oh, okay."
Oh, tell him he's cute. Like, come on, give me the option. Like, that's funny.
You can put little cat ears on him, and he's like, cute.
That's great. Oh man, I'm okay. That's like space. Like from the port. That's so good.
100%. So I actually did make I did make Mr. Chopped as a prop, but I don't think I ever took any videos using him.
Oh.
And then I turned him into my Jeff the Killer. So.
Oh, he got pushed out of the way for the other. That's great.
Yeah. My phone is also about to die.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm like, if there's any other.
I got one more good one. Yeah. Is there any cosplay you ever did where you were like, this was a mistake? What was the worst one you ever did? Like, what was the one where you were like, I don't enjoy this? Like, what was the worst?
Oh, honestly, Jing.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It was so upsetting because I put so much work into it.
I think you did a great job.
Proud of it, but it was so incredibly uncomfortable.
Oh.
And I didn't feel like I could do my makeup. I have a very specific way of doing my makeup when I'm in cosplay. I like really big eyes and like really dramatic makeup.
Okay.
And Jane has a very stylized look.
Yeah,
that
she's
I'm not,
very squinty. She's very like
yeah,
glare.
and I'm not very good at that, especially because she has I think it's called cell shading.
Yes.
Um,
Cell shading is a nightmare for anybody trying to apply it to real life. Yeah.
yeah. So not only was the wig about 20 pounds,
Hmm.
so it was so heavy. It
20
was giving me
pounds? Wait, it's
oh,
20 pounds?
yeah. It's really heavy. It's
That's
really, really heavy.
that's like a whole you probably added you probably a little bit more than doubled the weight on your neck. That's crazy.
Yeah, there's 2 wigs that I actually sewed into it.
Okay.
So
20
it's
pounds is
really
nuts.
heavy. It, like I said, it's taller than I am.
Yeah.
And it was giving me such a bad headache. I didn't feel like I looked very good as her. Like my makeup just wasn't how I wanted it to be. I was uncomfortable the whole day and I felt like I looked bad. And I was just like, I hate this. Like I was
Wow.
so frustrated the entire day. So I'm hoping to maybe remake Jinx and bring her back. But
Well,
we'll see.
if you decide to do it, like I hope you have fun with it because I think you did a fantastic job. But like I definitely understand. There have been things that I have done that other people have liked that I've not been happy with. Like it's a details thing. Like I it's a comfort thing.
The belt is also one piece. And
Oh,
it's hell.
it's like
It's hell.
it's like wearing a hula hoop that's really tight. Is that basically how it feels?
Well,
Is it
it
solid?
took me about 35 minutes to remember
Oh.
how I put it on.
That's a
And
rough
the
one.
whole thing is velcroed to the pants. So there's specific pieces that connect with.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah. And it kept falling down and it was uncomfortable and I hated it.
No, that's a wild answer. I'm really glad I asked you. I've got one last question here from chat.
Go ahead.
What advice do you have for people who are thinking about getting into cosplaying?
Everything can be thrifted. You don't
Nice.
need a lot of money to
Nice.
cosplay at all. Go to the thrift store and just be creative. Look at pieces and textures and be like, hey, I could maybe see this working out as this character's shirt. Do it.
That's a really good answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does not have to be expensive. And like you can get cheap wigs and make them look good with just like effort.
Nice. Nope. That's amazing. How's
We're falling on a budget here.
Yeah. No. That's yeah. I just thought of one more. Like, I'm sorry, I'm like squeezing you for time here.
No,
But-
that's okay.
But
I'm having a blast.
this is actually no, this has been fantastic. Like, yeah, so are we. Like, yeah, we're having a great time. I know you can't see chat here, but everybody's a big fan. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's why I feel so cool.
There you go. What's a character you want to cosplay? What's a character you've never done that you want to do? Or several.
Ooh.
Go ahead.
Okay, I really want to do Juliet from Chainsaw Lollipop.
Okay.
I love her.
Is that when you say is that Lollipop Chainsaw the PS3 game? Is that one?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I remember that game. That game was wild. Like I think I got given that and I was like, what the hell is this? And I don't know if I finished it, but I think I played like half of that game and I was just like, okay.
Yeah. I really want to do Rosalina from Mario.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, I think I could pull her off pretty well. I really want to do Junkrat from Overwatch.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Okay, so like Junkrat's a cool one because he's got like the what I like to call like the chaotic detail. Like he's like a Final Fantasy character. A bomb went off in a Hot Topic, but he's much more like steampunky junkish. So that would be a wild character with all the detail you do.
I also really want to do Jessica Rabbit. I actually have a dress that would work for her. I'm
Nice.
just too lazy to work on it.
Jessica Rabbit is a good way to follow up Rogue the Bat.
Yeah.
That fits.
Yeah. That's like cartoon sex icons.
It's the attitude, though. They're attitude icons. You know, like we can.
Definitely.
I mean, trolling Knuckles the whole game.
I really want to do. Oh, what's her name? Alice from Madness Returns.
Nice. That's a solid. I have a real soft spot for series that do Eldritch right. They don't have to like. It doesn't have to be huge. They don't have to make it like a giant monster the size of Earth shows up, but just have that influence. Like
I agree.
yeah. I'm not bad. I'm just drawn that way in chat.
I also think there's a few like creepypasta characters who I'd really like to cosplay. I really want to do Zero and Clockwork. They're two that I've wanted to do for like a really long time.
Can I just throw a creepypasta like reference check at you right quick? I saw a picture pop up on Reddit like a week ago that made me laugh my ass off, and it was a picture of obviously there used to be a house there, but it was all collapsed. But it was a picture of just a staircase in the middle of the woods, and someone took a picture, and there was actually a fairy ring around it, like the mushroom ring, and someone went, "No, that's 2 for 2. I'm out." Do you recognize the staircase in the woods reference from the creepypastas? Like, that was the best creepypasta there ever was. That was so good.
I've always been super big into like creepypastas and stuff like that.
They were amazing. So, yeah. They were the start of. They started SCP. Like SCP started on the creepypasta forums. Like.
I think Marble Hornets was probably the beginning of all.
Dude, I know. It was the one that got me into it. Absolutely, it was. Like, yeah, but I do miss the staircase in the woods stories. Like, sorry, you mentioned creepypasta stuff. Damn, dude. How's your phone doing?
It's at 20%. Sorry, that was a really awkward angle of me. I'm like, hello there. It's
you're
me.
good. You're fine. You're fine. You have actually stayed on with us so much. Like the ambient light behind you has changed. Like it was bright when you started. It is dark now.
I'm also like right next to a mental hospital.
What the hell?
So there's been like 3 fights that have like happened outside while I've been sitting here. So I'm just like, okay.
Girl, are you okay? Like you don't gotta put yourself. Oh my god! Just chilling outside of the video game, like the video game horror environment, like right there.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I really am in like Silent Hill right now. So.
Oh no. This might be a little bit off topic, but since you just kind of like got me thinking about this, you said you're a big fan of media in general. Are there any games that you're playing right now?
Oh, okay. So I'm one of the people who got sucked into Date Everything.
That's awesome.
So
that's the one where you're dating things like fighter jets and like snowmen and stuff. Right? Like really like innocent objects. Yeah.
So I've been loving that. Super fun. But normally I'm really big into story-based games.
Yeah.
So like I'm a huge fan of Night in the Woods.
Nice.
I used to really like Life is Strange. I haven't really checked it out in a while.
Mm-hmm.
But I actually just got gifted one of my favorite games of all time that just got remade.
Oh.
So the game is just called Off.
Okay.
Amazing
I've
game.
not heard of this one.
Game. I cannot recommend it.
It's okay
enough.
games? Is that what you said?
No, it's called Off.
Yeah, Off, but like, sorry, something you said got cut off there, but right after you said it. Oh. My bad.
I probably just said it's an amazing game.
Fair enough. Yeah, continue. Absolutely, continue.
It's kind of a weird core game. So when you play it, you just have to accept that you don't really know exactly what's going to be going on.
Gotcha. I'm fine with that.
The story is amazing. The visuals are so weird and so interesting. It used to be my favorite game when I was younger. And I have played it every single year since. But it just got a remake. And Toby Fox actually made all of the music for it. So,
Really? The Undertale guy?
Yeah.
That's really cool.
And Undertale was actually inspired by Off. So there's a lot of similarities in games. So if you haven't heard of it, it's just called Off. It's by a guy called Mortis Ghost. I cannot recommend it enough. And I've
check
also
that out.
been replaying the Until Dawn games.
Until Dawn? Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice. Those were I remember those being a lot of fun back in the day, but I don't think I've looked at one since I was a kid.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I might have to check some of those out. All right. I'm kind of running out of things here. Like, yeah. Do you have anything that I don't know? Do you have anything that you want to go over or that you want to plug here?
Well, I mean, check out my Instagram, check out my TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
Please look at my art. Yeah, my username should be the exact same as it is as shown. I'm not sure if my name is still there, but
your name is, dude. I just switched back to that screen, so that was perfect timing. It is directly above your head. Yeah, the link is right there. Yeah, exactly. There's your Instagram.
There I am.
There it is.
My username on all platforms. Yeah, throw some interact with me. I'll kiss you on the face if you do.
You were really smart with the way that you wrote your name. Like having that name. Yeah, I can definitely see you getting that across all platforms. That's yeah, that was clever. What actually? Sorry, continue.
Sorry.
Well, what were you going to say?
Anytime someone reads my username, I don't think anyone ever actually knows how to pronounce it. They're always like, Nequokitty?
It's Nequokitty. What do you mean? Really?
Yeah, and I'm like, it's whatever. It's whatever you want my username to be. That's my username.
That's fair. That's fair. People have a hard time with mine too. Like, people are like, Schultz? Schitzwolf? I'm like, it's Schutz. It's like, just say the word puts, like, puts, but sh. It's Schutz. Schutzwolf.
I must apologize. I am getting a phone call from
you were
my
all
booth.
good. You were all good. Hey, this has been that was perfect. We just got your plug out of the way. Thank you so much for joining us. A big thank you to Nequokitty. We'll make sure to plug all your socials. Hey, I really appreciate this. Is a fantastic interview. You were amazing. Yeah.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for joining. I would be thrilled. I would be. That's my hope, is that people have so much fun they'd be willing to come back next year and like talk about cosplay all over again. Like, that would be awesome. Hey, thanks for joining us from your car in the middle of work. Go ahead and call your booth back. We appreciate you so much. You're amazing.
I hope you guys have a lovely rest of your night and
thank you.
Have so much fun with the rest of your interviews.
That is awesome. Thank you so much. Hey, we've already got your socials in chat. Thank you, Storyteller. Hey, you're awesome. Have a good time. Have a great night, and hope the rest of your market goes well.
Me too.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Good night. All right. Everybody say thanks to Nequokitty, and yeah, we'll see them next time. That was fantastic. What a great interview. What a great interview. They were so much fun. Oh, man.